Can't no man stop me. Can't no man stop a man desired on something he wants. I want to see more of this. This all day long.
Hello, I'm here with Coach London, Coach Mike London, Mission Possible. The man is changing Howard University football. Coach, do you have anything to say about the presence here?
I tell you what, when I first got here, we talked about collectively this means something that I can't do by myself. We collectively need everybody, the students, faculty, the community. And based on the Bethune-Cookman game, the people that came out, it was truly a show of unity and support. So we're looking for that, as we play, going to our second home game against Central. But we do appreciate the love, and so we're going to need all the love we can get come this Saturday.
All right, and Coach, Howard football has struggled in the past in losing a lot of their starters to injury in the first couple weeks of play. You've done a great job of decreasing those numbers to where we have only had one serious injury, and that was last week to David Lee, a veteran linebacker.
A lot of it has to do with the preseason planning of how you train, how you take care of your bodies, the emphasis on the strength and conditioning, the development of the players. Again, sometimes you're lucky in football, sometimes you're not. Just seems that, right now we've been able to avoid kind of, those serious injuries that end the player's season. So we continue to keep training and doing things to take care of our bodies. That's important, for a long season. That's a physical season. So, right now, again, your hat can go off to Kenny O'Mary, our strength coach, Dan Bellamy, our trainer. So there's a lot of people that are involved with where we are right now.
All right, and then you're coming off a big win against Bethune-Cookman, the first game in MEAC play for the Bison, a team that you haven't beat in 20-plus years that you finally beat. And then you're going into a game against Central, a game that if you win could really solidify the Bison presence in the MEAC, a team we haven't beat since 1994.
These stats you're throwing up, but that's part of competition. That's what you do. You play the games that are put in front of you that are significant. We talk about early on about Mission Possible being a statement that we live it, breathe it, talk it. We train like it, we act like it, and so those are the type of things that when you have these games, no one thought the UNLV game was possible. And beating Bethune-Cookman here, you mentioned about the last time that happened. No one maybe thought that was possible. So. Our mindset is Mission Possible. We need to take care of ourselves, and I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right. So we're excited about what's going on with this game and look forward to a large fan support.
All right, and you talk a lot about Mission Possible. We all talk about Mission Possible now. It's a new atmosphere. Can you define what Mission Possible is for us?
I'm a glass half filled guy, and people look at certain situations, maybe the glass being half empty. And you can always talk about what you don't have, what you lack. You're not smart enough, fast enough, all those things, and me, faith, family, football are my priorities. So, with man, things may be impossible. With God, all things are possible. So I look at approaching a season, opportunities for games, for changing a guy's academic status around, for changing a guy's, personal belief in terms of what he thought he was to what he can be. I look at it as all things being possible like that. So we're on the field, we're playing between the white lines here, and we're playing teams that want to win, but we want to win. We want to train. We want to be competitive. We want to bring honor and integrity to the university, and say that that you can have the best of both worlds. You can be at a school that has high academic priorities, but you can also compete on the fields. School is cool. Those kind of things. So we embrace that kind of culture. And that's why we talk about what we want to do and what we want to be, and the mission being possible and being able to achieve those things.
All right. And coming from Maryland, the athletic director at Maryland, he raved about you and your recruiting and said that you were one of the best recruiters he had, or that the football team had. And you recruited well at UVA and Richmond. And coming into Howard University and this Bison football team, you have 14 recruits that have committed already for that 2018 school year. How have you done this? A little secret. Not that you want to give it all out, but what's your recipe?
I'm a relationship-oriented guy, and people are moved by the way you make them feel. And when they come here, it's already, the atmosphere here is already one that presents itself that you can get a world-class education here. I have great coaches. the players that have bought into what we're trying to get accomplished, they become the recruiters. They're the ones that are talking about why you should come here. So we talk about the things of them becoming an educated man. The letters NFL also stands for not for long. And if you always tie yourself into just being a football player, then you're going to let yourself down, or you'll be let down, because the world is full of doctors, lawyers, physicians. The type of people that graduate from here and then go to grad school. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's the best of the best that's out there. So that's a certain kind of guy that we talk about, profile kind of guy, who wants to have that opportunity, whose family or parents have experienced maybe an HBCU or experienced schools of academic higher learning. So we talk about those things, becoming a husband, a father, an employee, an employer, a CEO of a company, much longer than having those opportunities than a football player. And those are the kind of kids that are saying, yes, we want to be a part of this. So it's a total effort. It takes what the school has to offer already, but it also just takes kind of the mindset that, our standards are go to class, show class, and treat people with dignity and respect. So when you find a group of young men and their families that ascribe to that and want to say, that's what I want for my son at a school that's already got a great academic reputation, President Frederick, giving us the resources here from a football standpoint, AD Kerry Davis. So then you have that kind of plan and you put it all together, then you have the opportunities to have young men say, yes, I want to be a part of this.
Thank you so much, Coach London.
Thanks for having me.
It's game time. Come support your fellow Bison this Saturday against North Carolina Central University at 1 p.m. at Green Stadium. See you there.